She's coming today to us all the way from New York. She is simply known by Michelle, the Black Scorpion Dougan.
All right, here we are, Evan. AWC Reloaded, your commentators today, myself, Devin Laird. Evan, how you doing, buddy?
I feel fantastic. Super excited to watch these matches. I think they got a great lineup set for today. Can't wait to see this.
Man, I can't believe I get to do commentary with you, buddy.
Yeah, it's a great time. This has been one of my lifelong dreams in this sport.
Yeah, mine too, mine too. Okay, so what do you think?
I think we got two tough women here ready to go.
Yeah. These guys have a history, I believe. I believe that they've gone back and forth. In the press conference, I seem to get the idea that there is not a clear favorite in this match. I really do expect a war. They're, similar sized, similar experience.
Yeah, they match up really well. They've had some great fights in the past. Anytime Tamara gets up there.
Tamara Mitts, Canada's own superstar. This lady has seen her fair share of struggle and war. Talking to her before the match, I know that she is all in for the fight of her life. Anybody who knows Tamara personally knows the struggle she's gone through. She lost her daughter to cancer, and everybody here is really supporting her in her return match on the professional stage.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup. Like I said, anytime Tamara gets to that table, she's always ready to fight. And they are close in all of their stats in their build. We got Michelle at 5'4" and Tamara at 5'5", very close. Arm length similar, and their weight is just about dead on. This is as evenly matched as we can get.
Okay, Evan. You wanna throw a prediction out there? What do you think? I expect it to be close.
As long as we get to see a good fight, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, take your grips, set your shoulders, center is here.
Tamara's setting up, looking to lean off that side post like she really wants to get some side pressure driving early.
Yeah, Michelle looking like she's setting up for the outside lane. Looks like she's trying to make the pressure go into Tamara's fingers.
Tamara centers here.
Getting that, looks like we're switching around here. I won't be surprised if we go, I think we're probably going to end up in the strap. I won't be surprised. Tamara typically is an inside arm wrestler.
Yeah, and the grip that I'm seeing for that setup, it looks like Michelle's going to be posting up high, and they're just going to be blasting apart and right into the straps for this first round.
Wrist, a little more. Tamara, ready, go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no surprise. Okay, they're headed to the straps. I think that now we're going to see a lot. The first round is going to be very indicative of the rest of the match.
That first slip, Michelle's hand looked very, very strong in that, forcing Tamara to come out from underneath the bottom side of her fingers.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely Michelle had the high knuckle there, and Tamara was definitely not wanting to go through the top of her hand, but I don't think that that's super indicative of what's going to happen now. I think now that they're tied together, the amount of times I've seen Tamara stop the match in a little bit of a bent back wrist position, fighting with all the parts of arm wrestling is the majority. So I hope that's what we see here round one.
Yeah, Tamara's built a career fighting from that low sideways angle, and I love watching it. She does not quit. Being low does not in any way mean she's losing.
That's as good as it's getting. Elbow down, keep it to the center. Center's here. Tamara, center's here. You're driving. Leave it there.
Dave Noss getting control of this thing.
Bring the shoulder in.
Set that grip.
It's not. Wrist, doing something.
I don't have anything here. It's good.
A lot of pressure.
Wrist, give me that
They're
wrist.
fighting already.
Yeah, oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Round one to Michelle Dougan, right to the pad. I feel like I never really saw Tamara fully commit on that one. I feel like she was slightly caught off guard. Hopefully she can make some adjustment and hit on that go and potentially secure a better position for the stop.
Yeah, she seemed to be fighting very much on the inside of things, not all the way in or all the way out. And Michelle just came way too hard with that high side pressure.
Yeah, early good lead.
I don't know what she was
Tamara's
doing
daughter
in the strap,
hooking her up with some
but
water
whatever
there.
didn't.
Getting rubbed down from the Tower of Power. Heidi Cordner, who's going to be competing here 2 matches from now.
It was.
I'm hoping Tamara can just get a little bit more committed either inside or out and get a good stop on this match so we can get to watch a real good fight here.
I do believe that this has all the makings of an incredible match. The first round, you know, when you're talking about best first to 4, I mean, it's definitely not the end of the world by far.
And Tamara typically is somewhat of a slow starter in some of these super match formats. She likes to really feel out her opponent and figure out where she wants to go and put that pressure specifically in that next round. So let's hope she's learned just enough in that first setup and go that she can get right back in here and put on a good show for us.
All right, set for round 2. Athletes coming to the table.
Good setup last time. Let's do it again. Shoulder here.
All right, I believe we're probably going to go to strap again, especially after what we saw. You know, looks like Michelle definitely has the top roll advantage.
Centers here, ladies.
Neither one of these ladies comfortable in their grip here.
Tamara is certainly looking like she's grabbing a bit low, trying to force that hook, that inside move.
Hand. Wrist here. Yeah. Wrist. Give me the wrist. Tamara, get that elbow back. Leave it in the center, ladies. I need that wrist.
You can tell she's
Wrist,
almost a
wrist,
threshold in her
wrist.
hand there. Michelle
Give me the
looking
wrist.
good.
Give me that wrist. Wrist.
Michelle
wrist,
looking
wrist.
comfortable.
Ready, go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Little bit of a stop there before the slip.
Yeah. Tamara coming out that bottom side with that outside rotation and low post. It looks like that might be where she's trying to go and setting up for in this round.
If she can get a stop there, then we have a match. Now, people talk about the buckle in arm wrestling. You know, with the fairest strap, it's not extremely significant. However, many will argue that there is a slight advantage in the tightening process. And a lot will argue that the person without the buckle gets pulled up ever so slightly. So potentially Tamara may get a bit better grip here.
And the hand that has the buckle on it gets pulled down just a little bit in that tightening process. And Tamara looks like she's got a good position in her webbing to maybe get that stop here.
That's why one of the reasons why the side is switched every time, because there's differences on the table side that some athletes like or dislike.
And what the head ref is able to see and start the match with.
Tamara looking a little bit more engaged. Michelle looking, there's a lot of load here.
Wrist, ready, go.
Oh, there's our stop. There's our stop.
And Tamara looks fantastic, way up top.
We are in a match.
And she's got Michelle's hand busted back. This is just a battle of the elbows now.
Beautiful position for Tamara. She can sit here.
Fantastic. I would have liked to have seen Tamara kind of sit on that a little bit longer and not rush through that match. Put a little bit more bleed into that opponent's arm to set up for future rounds.
Just give me a minute.
Well, you got a whole minute in.
Incredible round by Tamara Mitts. Score is now 1-1 with, I will say, damage being done to Michelle Dougan. However, looks like Tamara's got a little bit of a headache or something going on there. Maybe it's just emotion.
Maybe she just forgot to breathe during that round with a max effort being put out like that. It can really put that dizzy on you.
Maybe. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh yeah. Okay, there's the win. Yeah, you see right away there, looks like there was some max effort going on and just maybe blood pressure, I don't know.
Just a lot of pressure in your head. If you're holding your breath and not breathing properly, you know yourself how important breathing is during a max effort match that takes longer than a second.
All right, so 1-1. I think that Michelle is going to have some damage done to her there. Anytime that you're continuing to arm wrestle in a broke back position, that definitely affects your wrist's ability to engage for the following rounds. But geez, Tamara is looking like she's really got some issues going on here. I've never seen her like this before.
No, I really hope she's okay.
Something's wrong.
Michelle at the table already.
But Michelle's sitting there ready to go, and Tamara, not so
It's
much.
her head, not her hand.
Now, if you were in Michelle's spot, what would you do to try to counter that hand?
Can we wait? Maybe do it later after another match?
Well, you certainly can't chase that move. Michelle has to focus on keeping her hand high up, but right now there is a bigger issue.
No.
And I'm wondering if Tamara is going to be able to continue this match. To me, it looks like there is potentially, I mean, what at first I thought was emotion, well, it looks like she's coming back to the table. Okay.
She's a fighter. She's going to come up and go again.
Yeah. Okay. I have to say I'm moderately concerned at this point for Tamara's well-being, but we are in the middle of a big match, and I know that, you know, being an athlete, the last thing you want to do is stop.
All right, ladies, let's go.
1-1. We are in a battle.
Want to just go right to the strap? Want to go right to the strap? Strap.
Okay, you know, her mental state does not look good. She is in a visible amount of pain right now.
Very tough to concentrate when you've got that kind of pain rushing through your head. But both competitors have agreed to go straight to the straps just to expedite the process of the match, I guess.
Well, we'll see how much this affects her concentration and her ability to exert, because if it's blood pressure related, it will be difficult to go as hard as you can.
As an athlete that likes to fight as hard as she does, though, once that referee says go, she may just be throwing it all against the wall anyways.
Oh, I would be shocked if that's anything. That is absolutely what is going to happen. Just see how much whatever she's got going on is going to affect her. It looks like she's getting a bit better.
Brushing it off, getting focused on the setup.
Now, last time she was able to do that top roll very well.
She doesn't seem to have gotten her hand webbing up quite as high in the last setup. And
right there. Yeah,
Michelle straight over
I
high.
think that mentally she's just a little bit lost herself a little bit here. I think that she needs to regroup. She needs to, whatever she's got going on, she's got to find a way to either push through it or to fix it, because it is clearly affecting her right now.
Yeah, absolutely did not look the same in round 3 as she did in round 1.
Yeah, totally missed the go there. Completely missed the go. You can see mentally she's just not quite leading the fight the way she was in round 2.
Well, she's not sitting this time in between rounds. Seems like she's feeling just a little bit better. And coming back up, going to the same side of the table that she had in round 2 again, she might be able to get back into that same position.
Michelle staying focused. Michelle on point. Getting some help from her husband in between rounds. James Reed, tournament promoter and arm wrestler himself. She's starting to look a bit better now. Tamara looks like, to me, it looks like she's gotten over whatever was bothering her a little bit there. She looks a bit more clear. Maybe they'll go right to the strap again, not sure. Okay, she's moving around a bit better. That was good to see. I don't think she could have done that round 3.
Try it normally.
Shoulders in.
No, we'll see if she gets back into that fighting and
Looks
really
like she's
loading
fighting
up.
for the grip. Bit more now.
Driving. You're driving, Tamara.
This is round 4 in the best of 7, potentially.
And she's really fighting, dictating where Michelle's allowed to put her arm. And still doing that low hand grip technique where it looks like she's going to try to pop out of the bottom, just to bust that hand open a little bit more before going to the straps.
Michelle constantly re-gripping, trying to blow up her hand in that outside style and the top roll style that she's been using.
Remember, it's referee's grip. I need you in, Craig. Ref's grip.
Now right into the refs group where there is no movement at all except for what the refs do to close your hands.
Leave it right there. Remember, no driving. Ladies, you can't drive. It's referee's grip. So I gotta put both your thumbs down. Do you want yours covered?
No, I want it low as you can go.
Okay.
that
How about
low
yourself?
grip.
You want yours covered?
No.
Under it, like that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just doing
Okay,
it.
okay.
I'm gonna
Both
do
of them
first.
opting to go low, not capping.
Interesting.
Ready, go!
Okay, here we are. This is the same position. Great spot for Tamara. Michelle's holding on.
We got one elbow foul on Tamara off the back.
That is an efficient position, however, I would say, for Tamara Mitts. Michelle looked like she was in the driver's seat in a lot of parts of the match. However, she was not able to finish the match. And in trying to do so, she was bending her wrist back and fatiguing it potentially a little bit. I anticipate, I hope we see something similar.
Put your hand up against my
I am.
hand.
As soon as I let go, I see
It's
it.
because she's doing this.
No, she's not.
Yeah, okay.
No, she's not. You're doing it again. Leave it right there. Okay, close your thumbs.
I like to see this fighting coming from Tamara. And she doesn't need all components of her arm and hand intact to fight. She only needs a couple that she can really, really fight with.
Go!
There we go. Same position. And there's the re-grip from Tamara. Very good position from Tamara. Michelle holding on. Hand is a little bit balled up, but Michelle cannot finish the match. We are in the strap.
And it looks like Tamara's recovering from whatever was ailing her. She was smiling and talking in the middle of that match.
Yeah.
She's looking much, much better again.
This is absolutely the fight that I was hoping that we were going to see from these two. And I think that we are just getting started. So 2-1 right now with the early lead for Michelle. However, oh no, don't let that headache return. She definitely has something going on with her head. If she can stop the match like she just did in that top row position, I think that Michelle's wrist will once again buckle, and she'll be in a great position to either exhaust her further and win the match.
I'd like to see her really take advantage of that position if she gets there again and put those extra rounds into her to make that final round a little easier for herself. But if she's able to lock that pronation out and keep that match sideways on her elbow again.
Okay, close your thumbs.
Here we are. We're going to get started.
Tamara first.
Down low.
That's low. Ready, go!
Oh, yes. Great start again for Tamara. Now, she does not need to rush to finish this. And it looks like no headache. Oh, she's looking better. She's looking better. We have a fantastic opener right here. This is what I love in arm wrestling, when you have the adjustments, the back and forth. So it seems to me right now like Tamara has found her lane to victory. It looks like that low hand top roll is the key to her success. Yeah, and there's the pin once again, the big celebration from Tamara. That's 2 times a very dominant, slow, methodical win through the fingers, through the wrist. Now I think that Tamara is in the driver's seat at this point. This is now Tamara's match. Now, the 2 matches that Tamara have won have both been when the buckle has not been on her hand. And this time, For round 5, the buckle will be on Tamara's hand. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Absolutely. This time, if they go to straps again, she really needs to fight to keep her hand high as they're tightening that strap so that she can still apply that same type of topside rotational hand pressure that she was in rounds 2 and 4.
Endurance, of course, at this point is probably going to start to become a factor as well. You know, when you have given 4 maximum exertions.
And at 2 and 2, you would have to think the exertion is going to be taking its toll more on the one that was in the bad position and losing the longer rounds.
I have to agree with you. I have to think that Michelle has more fatigue in her wrist than Tamara does at this point. Still a little bit concerned about Tamara's head. I have not seen that from her before, but it looks like she's mostly gotten over it at this point.
And they're setting up and fighting for that again. And Tamara keeps coming with that low side setup.
Yeah, asking for that low grip. Michelle very uncomfortable as she continues to fight and reposition, try and clear her hand. We're about to start this match, I think.
Wrist, ladies. Wrist, both of you. Wrist, 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 wrist. Ready, go.
Oh, same story.
That's Tamara climbing way up without the strap.
Oh, it's a dominant. Oh, right by the fingers now she has her. She might not let go. Tamara very much in the driver's seat at this point, I believe. I believe that the hand on Michelle, the wrist on Michelle, has definitely taken some hits.
It's been compromised at this point to try to keep that wrist from busting back once that strap gets tied down and your cup is directly attached to Tamara's pronator. It becomes tough and difficult to maintain that hand once it's been pried open a few times.
I don't think that we're going to see a flopper's press for Michelle. So it's going to be very much about what she can do to keep her hand and wrist. Will the buckle make a difference? I'd say if Tamara wins this round, it is going to be very, very difficult. We may end up going to 7. Tamara looking more and more comfortable as the match goes on. Tamara very steady, almost like statue-like in the setup, while Michelle is continuing to move and adjust. Tamara seems very confident in her stature, in her grip.
That's one warning, okay?
One warning to Michelle Dougan, failure to take a grip.
Wrist here.
They're going to start this match.
Wrist. Okay, that's
referee's grip. Okay. You know, throughout that entire process, all I see is Tamara just stonewalling all of Michelle's attempts to find any angle or any pressure to find access to her.
Yeah, she's not letting Michelle move or get comfortable in the slightest.
I know. It's all good. All right, close your thumbs. You guys going to go both low again?
Hi.
Here we go.
Low as you can go.
Low grips.
Michelle asking high this
Low as I
time.
can go.
Ready, go.
Oh, Tamara with the control for the wrist and hand. In the driver's seat completely. There we go. Tamara Mitts. Welcome back to the professional stage. My Lord, we have missed you. It is so great to see Tamara win.
So Tamara's up 3-2 now.
3-2. Very much in the driver's seat. You know, I remember meeting Tamara back in the 90s. And even then, she was a fierce competitor, and she'd been arm wrestling already before that. This is a veteran of the sport here. In the world, she's competed all across the world. Canada's own, highly decorated. Decades and decades of championships, decades of victories. Small layoff after the emotional, I guess, devastation of losing her daughter. It's so incredible to watch her return today, and and overcome struggle, and looks like she's going to get her first victory here. Don't want to count the eggs too early, but
anything can happen whenever you got two vets like this that are used to getting into these tough fights. But Tamara seems to be getting more and more comfortable as these rounds go on.
Getting that forearm rubbed down, getting a little bit of blood out of that arm. Heidi Cordner taking care of her teammate, fellow Canadian champion. Final little rub downs, clear that fluid out.
I was talking with Tamara last night about her upcoming match day, with her being her first time back in a while, and she was putting no pressure on herself. She's doing it. She's out here to compete again just because she loves the sport. And with the layoff, she wasn't worried about necessarily the results. She just wanted to come out and put on the best show she can and just get back to competing because she loves to do it. And it's going very well for her with this approach.
Well, the sport definitely flows through Tamara Mitts. She's been just such a competitor for such a long time. I think we're going to start this match quite quickly.
Wrist, a little more. Wrist, ready, go.
Oh, full. Yeah, she's got the regrip already. We may not see the strap this time. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Just not quite enough purchase to actually hang on.
No, neither one of them really wants to fully commit to that hook yet. It's still a close match.
Trying to fight in an outside type of movement like that with that top roll, once you've already had that many rounds into your hand, it's really tough to hang on to anything. Your hand gets so tired in those longer matches in these straps.
What we've really seen in this series so far is top roll versus top roll. Michelle trying for a slightly higher knuckle form of top roll, whereas Tamara is doing more of a lower grabbing, more dragging, more heavily pronation style of top roll. And but both of them have been going through the hands of their opponents.
Wrist. Give me a little bit here.
This could be the winning
Just
round
give me this
for Tamara if she pulls it off.
Ready, go.
There we go, full control. There is your champion, Tamara Mitts from Canada. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a great match, back and forth. Tamara really having to fight to come back to get that win. She worked very hard for this.
Excuse me.
Excellent way to open the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
Nope.
Fantastic opener. You can see the emotion just flowing
Huge
out of
win,
Tamara
everybody. Let's hear it for Tamara.
with her daughter.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Tamara Mitts. Congratulations. 4 wins over 2 over Michelle. You came in here pretty emotional today, and you managed to conquer what you set out for yourself. How did you do it?
Sorry. I just have belief that my daughter's that I lost is here and telling me I need to be here and with all of you.
You know, there was a moment there after your second match that didn't look like you were going to be coming back. What was going through your head? How did you power through that? Because you definitely managed to come back and climb that mountain.
It wasn't my breathing or my arm. I obviously forgot how to breathe after being off for 3 years, and I felt like my head was going to explode. But then I pictured my daughter and everything she went through, and this is nothing compared to that, so I just pushed myself.
Well, you definitely deserved it today. You showed us all what you can do. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, everybody. Tamara Mitts.